What's up, guys? It's your boy Chris Platino channel. Tell me more, the haven for early 2000s kids and a few 90s babies. Okay, let's do this. Today, we're gonna be talking about Sonny with a Chance from like way back in the day. It's weird saying that way back in the day, but it is though. Like, think about it. People were born when the show premiered are like 17 or something, or about to be 17. Like, think, I'm just saying, '07 babies are 18 this year. They're 18 this year, guys. Like, mind blown. I remember, just a long time ago. Anyway, let's get into this. Specifically, what are we talking about in Sonny with a Chance? We're going to be talking about Chad and Sonny, or Sonny and Chad. We're going to be talking about the two episodes, season 2, episode 10, and season 2, episode 11, Falling for the Falls, which was when Sonny and Chad officially started, dating and stuff, with a few hiccups. So, why do I want to talk about this show? Okay, I'll get started. Firstly, like I said, for my female fan base, even though there's like 2% of them, still, I gotta come through. Number 2, the other reason is because I always found this relationship funny when I was a kid, so why not? And, something just to put Disney Channel on here too. Let's get into this. Oh yeah, real quick, what's Sonny with a Chance about? Sonny with a Chance is basically about this girl named Sonny, who was played by Demi Lovato, who got this opportunity to join a skit show similar to like SNL and all that. She was picked from like online videos and stuff. They randomly picked her, then she became one of the new cast member, yada, yada, yada. She's now a star in Hollywood, that type of stuff. Chad Dylan Cooper. Of course, I had to say his real name once. But yeah, Chad is from a rival show that they all work in the same production lots, I guess. But he's from a rival show called Mackenzie Falls, the most dramatic show out there. So it was pretty great. It was hilarious back when I was a kid watching those two go at it. So let's get into this. Falling for the Falls, Part 1. It starts off with Sonny. She visits her mom. Her mom's like watching Mackenzie Falls. And by the way, the So Random Crew, that's what the name of her show, by the way, the sketch show she's part of. So Random, they hate Mackenzie Falls, and Mackenzie Falls hates them. So that's happening right there. But yeah, she fights with her mom over the remote to turn it off, but it turns out she's a secret Falls watcher. Ooh, and because of that, it's against the rules, or friends will hate her and stuff like that. And during this time, I'm pretty sure they had a science project where they have to make a model solar system. So there was that too. She hadn't gone into it. That's why she went to her mom's place, by the way, in the first place, to go do her model solar system project. But she just ended up watching Mackenzie Falls. So the other main characters are Tawny. Then you have what's his name, Nico and Grady. It's two guys, not one guy. Nico and Grady, and can't remember her name right now. The Zora. I always forgot her name, Zora. And they're busy like doing their stuff. They're just there. Tawny is bratty / spoiled and a little dumb. She's a ditzy blonde one, but she's stupid. A lot of the time she's dumb. Zora is the weird girl, younger girl, I guess, that goes around crawling in places. And Nico and Grady are the two idiots. So basically everyone's an idiot in this show. So Sonny is supposed to be like the nice, polite one sometimes, but she can be selfish too. While Chad is super narcissistic. I mean, come on. He's Chad Dylan Cooper. If you got a name like that, like you gotta be a little bit narcissistic. But yeah, Nico and Grady haven't done their project, and their plan is they're gonna get Sonny to do their project for them by being like, "Oh, we waited so long, and we didn't know that it would take so long." Basically, a sob story. They're gonna sob story to her, and she's gonna help them, which she always does. Her partner in her project is Tawny, but with Tawny's not doing anything. She's just painting her nails with the solar system or whatever. While Zora already did hers. So, back into this. What happened next was her friend starts suspecting her after she comes back from her mom's place. Her friend starts suspecting that she's like, I don't know, watching, or she's doing something with Mackenzie Falls. Who knows? But they're enemies with the show. They're not into that. Come on, Mackenzie Falls. So Random's like so above that. So this leads up until when they not accidentally, Zora caught her first. She was like spying around. She's a creepy little girl. She goes through ventilation shafts and stuff. She spies on Sonny, catches her watching Mackenzie Falls, gets the remaining cast of So Random to pull up on Sonny, and she like tries to deny it at first, but she's like, I do have a problem and I need to go see a specialist. And this is where the juicy parts happen. And at this point, to try to cover her tracks, she lied that she's like a tennis judge or whatever. But she goes to Chad Dilling Cooper / Mackenzie Falls' set to go ask him, because she's like, okay, I guess I can't watch Mackenzie Falls and stuff. I need to know when Mackenzie, because that's the character he plays, Mackenzie, when he talks to Penelope, which is like his co-star, and tells her that they like each other, yada yada yada. So she goes to go ask that, and she's like, when is the time you're gonna tell the girl you're destined to be with that you want to be with her, blah blah blah? How much longer can you wait? And my boy Chad doesn't even know that she's talking about the show. He's like, oh, you're talking about real life, us, me and you. And before this, there's been like hints and tension that they do like each other, / there's a tease that they kissed back in season 1, but I don't care about that episode. Anyway, he was like, how long have you felt this way? She's like, yeah, just this morning, but hit me like a ton of bricks. They'd be like, just do it. So she just do it. He was like, okay, I'll do it. Sonny, will you go out with me? Ooh, you know the Disney sound laugh track. Ooh, all that stupid. Ooh, and goo, and all that stuff. She's like confused and flabbergasted. She's like, I was talking about Mackenzie Falls. I was talking about the TV show. He was like, yeah, me too. Totally. He was totally talking about the TV show too. And she was like, this is awkward. He's like, I know. Let's talk about it. But then she's like, you know what? I'm going to keep an open mind. And sometimes that surprises you. And bam, she's like, yes, Chad, I will go out with you. I was like, oh, okay, this is happening. They're like, yeah, and all their stupid childish behavior. But that was really interesting. Then it leads to, what's called? Her she's trying to do her projects and stuff. And they're like, yeah, well, not trying to. She actually did do it. And now she's going to help those other idiots, Nico and Grady, finish their project. And they essentially guilt trip her without guilt tripping her. They're like, oh, at least you wouldn't keep secrets from us. Yada yada. Like, the worst thing you could do is like date Chad. And let's just say she felt a little guilty. She then goes and talks to Chad during his during when he was filming a scene. And it turns out, the boy is super narcissistic. So she's like, we got to cancel our date. He's like, oh, that sucks. And she's like, oh, I don't like Mackenzie. Yeah, something about not liking Mackenzie falls in. That gets on his nerves because he's self-obsessed. So he's like, what? You don't like Mackenzie Falls? And she's like, what's more important to you? Or the fact that I canceled our date? Or which, honestly, it's her fault. I'm going to just put it out there. It's her fault. Why are you canceling his date? They expect him to be happy about it. Like, what? That made no sense. But he's also an idiot. He's like, I'm more sad about the fact that you don't like Mackenzie Falls or think it's overrated than you canceling the date. She gets mad at him, pours water in his face, runs away from security. And then Nico and Grady caught her sneaking around the falls. They're like, oh, you're still messing with the falls? Wow, 10 minutes. I might have to make this a two-parter. I'm going to try to fit it on one video. But yeah, eventually she runs off to her mom's place to go sulk about Chad. Then Chad shows up at her house with flowers, a picture of him holding flowers, and a box set, which he has, a Mackenzie Falls box set. He also has that too. So he has flowers, a Mackenzie Falls box set, and a picture of him holding all two of those. It was like, no, 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 I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it that way. I really thought about it, and losing you canceling our date hurts more than actually you not liking Mackenzie Falls. And that's when her friends show up, hit him in the nose or hit him somewhere. He drops all his stuff. And, she eventually finds out, before this, Sonny's mom and him play the funniest prank. You're like, oh, so these gifts aren't for Sonny, they're for me. Because Sonny's mother is actually my mother. Yes, Sonny is actually my long-lost sister. The drama in Mackenzie Falls was crazy. But it was not a real show, but it was kind of a real show. But moving past this, it turns out the reason they were so worried about her liking the falls is because they were all tainted by it. It starts off with Zora. She's like, we've all been addicted to this one or another. We've all gotten hooked on this one time or another. Then Nico's like, I've been falls free for 6 seasons. No, 3 seasons. I've been falls free for 3 seasons. Then Tawny's like, I hit rock bottom 3 years ago. I'm like, then you just see Chad just laughing. He's like, you guys watch my show. Then, the boy Grady's like 6 episodes. So he's been secretly watching it. So it just turns out they're just worried that she was different. She was pure, but no, she's just a secret falls watcher like the rest of them. She's a dirty secret falls watcher. And after this, the end credits or the after credits, it's them having a celebrity tennis tournament, and Sonny's the judge. And apparently, Chad was playing against Zac Efron. This is around the time Zac was the dude. He was a new guy and all that stuff. I'm gonna just go through the second one too, because why not? Why not? So yeah, the second one, Falling for the Falls 2. It starts out with them doing their scenes in each of their shows, but instead of saying the character's name that they were referring to, they both say their name. Like Sonny, she was doing like a hospital skit, and she was like, "We gotta get this patient to the emergency room." Shad instead of Stat, while Chad is talking to whoever his character is, and he says something Sonny, and you're like, what? So the castmates asked them about that, and they're like, no, you guys are just hearing things. I did not say Sonny, and the other one said, I did not say Chad. But yeah, moving on to that, during the cafeteria, and the friends of Sonny's friends are starting to suspect that something might be up. So they pretend like they still don't like each other while secretly setting up a date. Chad sets up a sushi date somewhere. I forgot where, but they go there eventually. But unfortunately for Sonny, the day of the date is also pizza night, and the catcher dressing all glamorous and stuff. And they're like, what are you getting all glamorous for, all for, and all that stuff? And she's like, oh no, my mom sprained her ankle, and I'm just gonna go watch her and take care of her while dressing like I'm going on a date. And they're like, are we really buying this? And she's like, no, look at all the coupons. Just take the coupons, go get you guys some free pizza. But yeah, this leads to a long, drawn-out night of them trying different outfits. And Chad is not a regular dude that can just pick random outfits and just go on a date. So that's his issue. And eventually the date does happen. He has a limo ready. Sonny's friends / the So Random cast, they go all the way to Sonny's mom's place to go give Sonny pizza. But they see her mom dancing on the sprained ankle, and they're like, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. I'm just saying something is not right. So when Chad and Sonny end up in the limo, guess who's in the limo? This is a random cast. And they're like, so you guys are going on a date, huh? And they're like, what? This is a travesty. When a young lady can't go with a well-dressed gentleman for a night out at a celebrity tennis tournament meeting award thing. And they're like, we buying this? And she's like, no, just take some snacks. Or, they asked for some snacks. So, yeah, just take some snacks. But yeah, go to the restaurant at sushi place. Chad is all nervous because he's like, oh, she's so beautiful. And she too, she's nervous. She's like, oh, he's beautiful. He's handsome, yada, yada, yada. But my dude doesn't say anything, just starts drinking like 3 cups of water back to back to back. And when he tries to say something, he throws up water on her. And someone shows up, some waiter, I think, shows up and takes a picture of him doing it. So that becomes tabloid news. Just like, Demi Lovato, screaming and stuff. But yeah, that goes to the next day where she still tries to pretend nothing happens. But then her friends are like, oh, look at this magazine. Look at what we see here. You just see a picture of him thrown up on Sonny's body. Chad eventually too finds out, but he's more worried about his image. And he's like, oh, it's your fault because of your beautiful brown eyes and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, but then she's like, wait a minute. Why are you blaming me for you being nervous? And because of that, she's like, no, I don't want to be with you. And then she goes to her mom's place again. And Chad this time shows up but he comes through the window because the doorman wouldn't let him in because Sonny told the doorman not to let him in. Eventually, because he was gonna slip and fall, her mom let him through the window. He tries to talk to her, but she's like, I don't want to hear anything. But then, he's like, okay, I'll go through this window. Then he opens a window and you see a billboard that says, Chad is a fool for Sonny, with a picture of both of them. And she's like, oh, you really do that for me? Oh, Chad. And he's like, well, later on, he's like, I'm back, baby. But he's like, I don't care if the whole world sees me as a fool because of you. Or I don't care if I make fun of myself while liking you, yada, yada, that type of thing. And they have a second date on top of the roof where the billboard's at. And that's what he says, I'm back, baby. And Sonny invites her friends for pizza night because they didn't go on pizza night. But she just did it just to show them that, yeah, look, I'm dating this guy openly. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And they're mad about that and all that stuff. But, also Chad tricks them into paying the bill. But yeah, moving on. I'm not going to make this more than 20 minutes. Moving on. That's about it. It was finally the meeting because there was always tension between them throughout season 1 and a lot of season 2. Finally, they started dating. So that was good. I don't remember too much from the relationship because I didn't rewatch those other parts. But I think they were together until like the second to last episode where they broke up. Then the show ended. Why did it end? Well, our girl Demi had issues, mental issues, drug issues, trauma issues. I'm not trying to speak on someone's issues and all that because, look, when you have your own issues, you don't like other people speaking on your issues. So I'm not going to speak too much. I'm just going to say she had some drug issues at the time. And I'm happy that she got her, treatment for that. When I was a kid, I didn't get it. And you get judgy about these things. Like, oh, how dare she do these type of drugs? But, as an adult, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad she took that time to take care of herself rather than continue her show. It could have led to a more destructive path. And this goes out to all celebrities, the young, the old. Look, take care of yourself, guys. You don't need to be entertaining us like this. We can do other stuff. Go take care of your mental, your physical. Be with your family. Be with who supports and loves you. You don't need to break yourself in order to try to be famous or lose yourself on any of that stuff. But yeah, that's about it for Sonny with a Chance Falling with the Falls. Thank you guys for watching. Channel Tell Me More. This is going to be a fun time editing. Your boy Chris Splatoon in the haven for early 2000s babies and a few 90s kids. Thank you guys. Leave a like, a sub, share it, whatever it is. And let me know what you feel about the whole Sonny and Chad thing. Or even Sonny with a Chance, the show in general. But yeah, bye.